we're going to apply other normal distributions. So this is our second video on normal distributions, and we're looking at ones that are not standard. So standard ones had mu, or the mean, equal to 0, and sigma, or the standard deviation, equal to 1. So we're looking at ones where that's not the case. So let's begin with an example, and if we had defined this probability here, so we've got 40 is less than or equal to x, which is less than 70. Notice how we used x this time and not z, because this is not z the standard. Okay, this is normal distribution. So we can use our graphics calculator. Again, I'm using a TI Inspire like in the previous video, and we choose normal CDF again, and we have our, so it's important that you've watched the previous video, right? Because that will make a lot of sense if you have done that. It will make a lot less sense if you haven't done that. Now what we just got to do is put in our new parameters. So what I failed to say just a second ago, for this, in this particular one, we don't have, as I said, we don't have mu equal to 0, and we don't have standard deviation equal to 1. What I forgot to tell you, some vital information, that is the mean, 58, and the standard deviation is 13. My apologies. So now we can enter those in there. So here we are back again with the calculator. So we enter in 0, sorry, not 0 for the lower boundary, I apologize. We're entering at 40 for the lower boundary, and almost forgot what question I was doing, and then 70 for the upper boundary, and we've got to enter in our standard deviation, which is not 0 this time, it's 58, and the standard deviation is not 1 this time, it's 13. So we enter that in, and presto. Okay, and we get 0.7389. So our probability is 0.7389 to 4 decimal places. What if we had this one here? We have the probability that the normal is greater than, the normal variable is greater than 160, given that we have a mean equal to 175 and a standard deviation equal to 11. Again, normal CDF is going to be applied. Now, if you have a CAS calculator, this video, like the last one's not with CAS, you can simply put in, I'll just put it over here, 160 to infinity, and then put in standard deviation, sorry, a mean and standard deviation. Can't do that with this one because this one's a non-CAS. Now last time, in the last video, I said it's very important to draw diagrams, and basically we need to do that with this because we need to work out what area we're trying to find, and the mean, not 0, it's 175 because this is not a standard distribution. We want everything above 160, and so what we're looking at is this area through to infinity. You can see that there. So if we're not using a CAS calculator and we can't just pop in an infinity there, if you do have a CAS you can do that. I'm assuming we don't. What do we do? Well, we can basically find the probability from 160 to 175, and then from 175 onwards, and basically this part here, the second part, is 0.5 because 175 is the mean. And so like we did with standard normals, we can apply that if we don't have a CAS calculator. So basically we just need to find now this from 160 to 175. So for our normal normal CDF, and we'll have the parameters there 160, 175, and then 175 and 11 because it's non-standard, and I've just done that on the calculator. 4137 plus 0.5 gives us 0.913722, 4 decimal places.